The Kravaxi Empire had ruled the outer spiral for 3,000 cycles. Their arena on Terminus 7 had seen champions from every corner of the galaxy. Warriors bred for battle, enhanced with cybernetics, trained from birth in the art of death. The arena floor had drunk the blood of legends. Then Marcus Webb walked in wearing cargo pants and a faded t-shirt. Ambassador Zirkal's mandibles clicked in what might have been amusement or concern. The Valorian diplomat stood 9 feet tall, his exoskeleton gleaming under the harsh lights of the observation deck. Below in the killing floor, the human looked impossibly small. Your species sends this creature as your champion. Zirkal's translator rendered his skepticism perfectly. The human delegation must not value this diplomatic relationship. Commander Sarah Chen didn't flinch. She'd learned not to show weakness among species that could smell fear through durasteel. That creature is Marcus Webb, former Marine. He volunteered. Volunteered to die, it seems. The Kravaxi War Master Draknor leaned forward in his throne, his 6 eyes fixed on the human below. He carries no weapons, no armor. Is this some human form of surrender ritual? Sarah's jaw tightened. Earth had been pushed into this corner deliberately. After rejecting the Kravaxi expansion into the Sol system, after refusing to bend the knee like 40 other civilizations, Earth had been given an ultimatum: send a champion to the arena or face orbital bombardment. 1 life to prove humanity's worth or watch billions die. Marcus had stepped forward before anyone else could speak. The arena floor stretched 200 meters across, an oval of scorched metal and ancient bloodstains. At the far end, the gates groaned open. What emerged made the crowd of 10,000 alien spectators roar with approval. The rendering machine stood 15 feet tall, a nightmarish fusion of biology and technology. 4 arms ending in molecular blades, reactive armor that shifted and flowed like liquid mercury, sensors that could track a target's heartbeat from across the arena. It had killed 47 champions in the last cycle alone. Marcus rolled his shoulders and cracked his neck. The human is paralyzed with fear, Zirkal observed. See how still he stands. Sarah said nothing. She'd seen that stillness before. In the moments before Marines kicked down doors in places where angels feared to tread. It wasn't fear. It was focus. The War Master raised his primary hand. The crowd fell silent. Then he dropped it and the kill clock began. The rendering machine moved with impossible speed, closing half the distance in 2 seconds. Its sensors had already mapped Marcus's thermal signature, calculated his maximum speed based on his musculature, projected his 3 most likely escape vectors. Marcus didn't escape. He charged. The aliens leaned forward. This wasn't in their predictive models. Prey ran, predators stalked. Only the insane rushed toward certain death. The machine's first blade strike should have bisected Marcus at the waist. Instead, the human dropped and slid, his momentum carrying him directly beneath the machine's guard. Before the combat AI could recalculate, Marcus's fist hammered into an exposed joint cluster. The machine stumbled, just for a microsecond, long enough. Marcus was already moving, circling, watching. While the machine processed this impossible scenario, damage from a weaponless strike that shouldn't have penetrated its armor, Marcus struck again. A palm heel to another joint. Then he rolled away before the counterstrike could land. Impossible, Draknor whispered. Those joints are reinforced durasteel. Human bones can generate tremendous force at impact points, Sarah said quietly. And Marcus trained in something we call pressure points. He's not trying to break it. He's trying to... The machine's upper left arm locked up mid-swing. Disable it. For the next 3 minutes, the galaxy watched something it had never seen. A being with no natural weapons, no armor, no enhancements, taking apart a killing machine with nothing but knowledge, timing, and sheer bloody-minded determination. Marcus took hits. His shoulder dislocated when he dodged a split second too late. Blood poured from a gash across his ribs. But humans, the galaxy was learning, had evolved as persistence hunters. Pain was just information. Injury was just a problem to work around. The machine systems, designed to fight warriors who attacked with honor and predictable patterns, couldn't adapt to Marcus's chaos. He used the arena walls. He used debris from previous fights. At one point, he threw a handful of sand into the machine's primary sensors, then struck while it recalibrated. When the machine finally fell, its AI processor scrambled by a precise strike Marcus had been setting up for the entire fight. The arena sat in absolute silence. Marcus Webb stood over the fallen machine, panting, bleeding, grinning. Then he looked up at the War Master's box and gave a casual salute. The whispers started that night and spread through the quantum comm networks like wildfire. A human, unenhanced, unarmed, had done what genetically superior warriors had failed to do for 3 years. But it wasn't the victory that shook the galaxy. It was the implication. If this was what one human could do alone, unequipped with no support, what could humanity do as a species? Ambassador Zirkal stood to leave, his earlier condescension replaced with something that looked like respect. Or perhaps fear. Your species, he said carefully, is not what we expected. Sarah Chen allowed herself a small smile. Yeah, we get that a lot. The Kravaxi Empire withdrew its expansion claim on the Sol system 3 days later. The official reason was diplomatic considerations. But everyone in the galaxy knew the truth. One human had walked into the arena, and the galaxy had finally understood. Humanity didn't survive through strength or technology or genetic superiority. Humanity survived through sheer, stubborn, terrifying determination to never, ever quit. And in the dark spaces between stars, other empires began to recalculate their estimates of this strange species from Sol 3. The whispers haven't stopped since.